I mean, there's days when I just look at myself and go, wow, this is what I do. This is my thing. I get paid for this. Oh my gosh. Just this week on Monday, I spent the day with several of my clients at this charming hotel. Some of you all might have been to it before. It's called the Red Lion Inn. I live in the Berkshires of Western Massachusetts, and it's a historical place. It's been around since 1773. Okay, you think you're old? 1773. Okay, lots gone down there. I actually wrote my book at the Red Lion Inn in 2013. I wrote the bulk of the memoir pieces right there in the Red Lion Inn. I've hosted lots of client meetings there through the years. So just this Monday, I was back there, and these women were with me, and we were just tuning into the next steps in their business and what they need to let go of and what is next for them, and you know, all the things. And I'm just sitting in that going, this is my life. This is what I get to do. And it is my life because I've said yes to being a leader. I've said yes to making bold moves. I've said yes to honoring my intuition, even when it makes no logical sense or when I'm really scared. Anyone here done things where you're like, that doesn't really make any sense, and people think they're going to think I'm crazy and I'm walking away from a sure thing, and what has come over me? But y'all, as women, we are these wise creatures. We come here with wisdom. Our bodies are tuned in to the cycles and the seasons. We flow with the moon. We vibe with the energy of nature. And it's when we have forgotten that or have had that kind of taken from us that we start suffering, because we try to force fit ourselves into a system that doesn't work. These systems were developed by the patriarchy. Okay, they're very masculine in nature. And listen, I have a lot of masculine energy in me. This isn't like an assault on the masculine. I love the masculine. I'm a great blend of feminine and masculine, and I'm really, really great with that. You know, I'm like grateful for that. However, what I have come to realize through doing this work, through, you know, having been an entrepreneur since 2008, and then prior to that, having spent a decade plus in corporate America, and then, you know, big time internships when I was in college, like I've always known I was going to go far. Always. I mean, it wasn't even a question. I just was designed this way. I came out this way, and I've continued to honor it. Okay. But it was over the last few years that I realized that the way that I was working was going to just kill me. Okay. I had already experienced that in corporate. Raise your hands if you've gone through this before. And I pulled myself out of that because I knew that structure was toxic. Okay. And then I became an entrepreneur. And it was great. I'm creating my own hours. I'm working on projects that I want. I only work with people that I want to work with. Learn that the hard way, you know. Creating programs, leading retreats, traveling, saying what I want to say, you know, all of that. But it's so easy to fall back into those structures of, well, every Monday it's this, and I've got to work these hours every single week, and I've got to produce, and I've got to play the part, and I've got to look perfect, and I need to do X, Y, and Z, and I can't say no because this person's going to get upset, and, you know, I can't take any time off because I just can't. And I fell into the hole again. I got back on the hamster wheel, and I am here to say I've gotten off, and I have found a better way. I have found a better way. Now, many of you all have worked with me in this last year, and I want to be straight with you. 2018 was what I have dubbed the year of the experiment. the year of the experiment. And many of you were part of some of the experiments that I ran in 2018. You know, again, I started my business in 2008. So I'm not new here. I didn't just get on the coaching train. I've been on the train. Okay. I've been here for a long time. Seems like forever. I mean, I feel like I've been doing it my whole life. Some of you have too. I know we have a lot of coaches here. You don't have to be a coach to, work with me, but I know I have a lot of coaches in my community because I am one and I have a coaching school, and, it's just because coaching is awesome. Let's not play, right? Coaching's awesome. So I got to a point though, I remember late last year, like this time last year, and I just knew, I was like, something's got to give. Something's got to give. The industry was changing quite a bit. Things weren't working like they used to. Things that used to be pretty smooth and easy got really freaking hard. There were a lot more people on the scene. I've had great conversations with my original first ever business coach, Allie Brown. She's been on my podcast a few times. She speaks a lot about this. She's still a guide to me. I'm so grateful for her leadership. I'm so grateful that I invested 5 figures in her mastermind way back when I was freaked out and was like, oh my God, I was like hardly making any money in my business, but I'm like, I have to do this. I have to do this. This isn't going to work. I've got to go for it. I've really got to go for it. And so her and I have talked a lot about this. I've done a lot of thinking about this. I've talked to a lot of other people about it. Y'all know I've interviewed a bunch of people for my podcast through the years. And yet late last year, I just knew, I said, I'm changing. This work is changing. What I desire is changing. My family's changing. We started homeschooling our sons. That changed like kind of my world a lot. And so I needed to make some bold moves. And that's what 2018 has been for me. A series of bold moves, a series of experiments. And I'm here to tell you that you must be making experiments. Part of being a magic maker and making magic in 2019 and beyond is embracing the energy of experiments and the power of running an experiment and being unattached to the results. You can't run an experiment going, I'm only going to run this experiment if this thing happens. Like, no, you just can't. That's not the point of the experiment. The point of the experiment is to follow your curiosity. You've got to do your best. You can't run the experiment and be half-assed about it, right? You can't run the experiment and say, okay, I'm going to run it, but I'm not really going to send those emails. I'm not going to do the live stream. I'm not going to put my thing out. I'm not going to reach out to so-and-so. I'm not going to make the invitation. I'm not going to show up because you're afraid. So many of you are afraid of rejection. You're afraid of things not working out. You're afraid of what happens if somebody doesn't come or they don't show up or somebody cancels or somebody doesn't like me. Just put all that aside and run the freaking experiment. Okay. And shout out to Michael A. Singer. I read his book, The Surrender Experiment, a few years back, and boom, cracked me right open. Okay. And so 2018 was the year of the experiment for me. And I ran, the first experiment I ran in 2018 was, I started doing some paid, low price paid workshops, online workshops. Y'all have done a gazillion free webinars. I've done a gazillion free challenges. I've done a gazillion free opt-ins and checklists and this things and that things. And I love giving free. I've had a free podcast for several years. I have a lot of free that I put out into the world, and I feel good about that. And as a creator, you also want to get paid. Sometimes free gets old. Sometimes I'm all set with the free. I can't do free everything. Okay. You have to ensure that strategically you're aligned with the moves that you're making because you need to get paid. Tell me yes in the comments. You want to get paid? Do you want to get paid in 2019? You want to get paid before the end of 2018? I am. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sure of that. I'm very clear. I know I create a tremendous amount of value in the world, and I also know how to get paid. I know how to get paid. I know I deserve to get paid, and I know I can pay my team. I can pay for our technology that we use. I can pay for these resources. I can pay for a deposit for the event venue. Okay, we're going to have freaking stellar event that you're going to want to be at in May of 2019. I'm going to tell you about today. All right. I can pay to support my family. Like, my life isn't free. My life isn't free. Okay. And so I've learned that. And so at the beginning of 2018, I ran an experiment of like, I'm going to do a low price workshop all about, I think I might have called it, I'll call it like activating your intuition. And Daria, who's here right now, she was on that workshop, probably some others of you too. I know Daria was there because she ended up signing up for the next experiment, which was a program called Intuitive Power. Okay. Holy crap. And Daria's here right now. She can talk about what the power of that program was if she's so inclined, to anyone else who's tuning in. The comments are happening so fast I can't see everything. But that program was all about honoring your intuition, creating with the energy of the moon, because that is what we are designed to do as women. We are the moon. Okay, we are the moon. I like want to cry when I think about this. And why wasn't I taught that in school? I was taught a lot of other stuff that didn't matter, but this, around me being in my fullest power, around me being this wild creature, right? I read Women Who Run with the Wolves. I finished that book this year. Thank God for Clarissa Pinkola Estes. Thank Goddess for Clarissa Pinkola Estes. Thank the Great Mother. Thank all of the entities, right? If you haven't read that book, that's another game changer. All right. And that program is all about creating, you harnessing the energy of the cosmos and the energy of the phases of each cycle of the moon. All right. Right now we are in a waxing phase of the moon. The moon is getting bigger. Can you all feel it? Can you all feel your energy growing? Can you all feel yourself just really working with that? I mean, that's why I could stay up late this week and, really go for it this week. I did that on purpose. I knew that my energy would be growing. I know my body is now in sync. I actually bleed with the moon. Some of you all still bleed. If you don't, it's okay. You can still work with the moon. I'm going to help you around this. But I know my body really deeply now because I've been working with her. I've been nurturing her. I've been working with this moon. So I know when it comes to the creation cycle, how to time things, how to schedule things, how to plan things. And so that was really what Intuitive Power was dedicated to, and what happened for the women as they embraced their wild energy, as they honored their intuitive hits, as they rested when they needed to rest, as they went in hard, double down on the action, on the energy, as the moon was building and coming into her fullest power, as they let go when the moon is waning and going back to this darkness, and they weren't afraid of the dark, but rather were curious about what they'd find and what they were meant to release and what they were meant to move into next. That program just changed me on such a deep level. It then led to the creation of another awesome program. It was another experiment, Program Creatrix. If you went through Creatrix, just put Creatrix in the comments so I can give y'all a high five. That was a program dedicated to helping you create, launch, and lead your group program or retreat or combination of the two. This is something I've been doing for 15 years. Even before becoming an entrepreneur, I was creating group programs, premium price group programs for groups of leaders. And those programs were targeted at the corporate audience, okay? Because I was a conference producer serving corporate leaders. And I realized I have a massive amount of wisdom and experience and knowledge here, and I wanted to put together a program to teach you this. And I did. I'm actually, after we end today, I'm going to be doing the finale call for my Program Creatrix crew. I've ran that program twice this year. First time just blew me away. My coaching school continued on. We served amazing women. Martine, who's here, Daria, who's here, Jacqueline, who's here. I think Queen Kimmy is here too. They came through my coaching school this summer and just knocked my socks off. Holy wow. Holy wow. And of course, my mastermind. I've been leading a mastermind since 2011. My glowies are just the ultimate. The ultimate. We're wrapping up our current group of masterminders. Next week, we have our finale retreat online. And so those experiments kind of, continued on with just the way I was going to serve, the way I was going to position it, the way I was going to lead the calls. I started leading all of my group calls for, my mastermind and my coaching school, we basically do kind of, hot seats when we come together. So the women really get time to connect and share and get my coaching and business consulting. And what I did this year that I had never done before was time those calls to be at the new moon and the full moon. And as I did that, and I experienced the magic of that, and had my clients experience the magic of that, I was like, what took me so freaking long? It changed everything. It makes it so much smoother. I mean, life is going to be challenging. I'm not here to say that life is just like the easiest thing ever and you're never gonna have any problems, or there's never gonna be like hard shit that you gotta work through. I'd be lying to you. I'd be lying to myself. But can you make it easier? Are you willing to work with this energy and with this magic and with the power of a community of women who love you and support you and hold you up? I mean, just this week, I was listening to my mastermind clients just love up on one of the clients who did something very big, and, it didn't go exactly the way that she thought it was going to go, and she felt a little disappointed, but they were like, congratulations, you freaking did it. You've been talking about this for like a year and you did it. And that's the initiation. You see what I'm saying? You have to be willing to go through these initiations. If you want to make magic in 2019 and beyond, if you want to supercharge your intuition, your income, and your impact, you must be willing to be initiated. And let me tell you, the initiation, that shit hurts sometimes, okay? It's brutal. You feel like, I don't know if I can do this. This ain't for me. I'm in the wrong room. Somebody said it was going to be smooth. You're like, oh no, it's going to break your heart. It's going to tear your heart out, and then your heart gets strengthened. And then you realize, okay, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. And maybe a piece of you will die, and maybe a piece of you needs to die in order for you to lead the way you've been called here to lead. Y'all, I'll be straight with you. I am a coach for leaders. I'm not interested in working with people who don't consider themselves leaders and who don't show up every day. Now, I'm not saying you can't take vacations and breaks. I'm definitely a break taker. All right, I'm going to be taking some time off over the holidays. I'm so looking forward to that. Okay. But I don't shy away from leadership. I don't shy away from the hard work. I don't shy away from peeling away those layers. I don't shy away from making those hard decisions, those hard calls that sometimes you'll try to avoid for days, weeks, years, decades. And then you realize that the only way out is through, and that what's waiting for you on the other side, you can handle it. Okay? And so if you are called here for deep leadership, then I would love to have the opportunity to serve you in 2019 in what has come through me very, very powerfully. I'm just thinking about it now, and I'm just really feeling into the power of this work. And I know you'll understand, because you're artists and you're leaders and you're creatrixes, and many of you are mothers. Even if you don't mother humans, you mother animals, you mother your dreams, you mother your ambitions. And this isn't the easiest road, is it? It's not the sure bet. It's not the one where you get your, clean and nice and easy every 2-week paycheck and the benefits and the this and the that and the that. It's the one that's like the wild quest, the thing that you're not sure where it's all going. And a piece of you does feel a little bit crazy, but it's a good crazy. It's that wild inside of you that makes you go outside and howl at that moon, makes you, sit in that bath with your tincture and just receive those downloads. I was talking to some of my clients about this, and who here gets that voice that comes in and is like talking to you about the name of your thing, or what about this, or what about that. I mean, I get downloads all freaking time. I mean, sometimes I'm like, just chill out. I'm just trying to take a shower. Okay. I'm just trying to be in the bath, but y'all, it comes through so powerfully. And it's because I've said yes. I've said yes to this work. I've said yes to the hard decisions. I've said yes to disappointing people. I've said yes to zigging when everyone else is zagging. I've said yes to going first, not knowing who exactly is coming with me, but I'm freaking going. And if you want to come, oh my gosh, I'd love to have you. Would love it. Would love it. You got to want to come, right? You got to want to come in the room. So, yeah. I want to congratulate every single one of you for playing. Those of you who played in Take a Stand Prep School, it was some of the finest work I've ever had the opportunity to bring forth. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you in that way. It was incredible. We spent 2 weeks together. We started on the full moon in November, and that offering officially ended on the new moon in December, and it was an intentional design. The way that came through, it, like I said, this stuff just comes to me. And it's just because of that willingness to step into the void and to run the frickin' experiment and to trust that the right people always get on the boat of transformation with me. And the same is true for you. I know that you all are all at different levels with your work and with your creations and with your art and with your leadership. And I will say to you that this is the most incredible road to be on. It's just the most incredible. And so all my prep school participants, you all inspire me. You're the ones I do it for. I was reading your words. I was reading your messages. I was looking at the imagery. I was feeling into your hearts and watching your love for one another and your love for the work and your love for the community, and that you don't shy away from it. And I know that it's like I said, there's moments where it's really hard and you don't know how you're going to get to that next step. You know, it's like you're standing there and you see the big hole. You're trying to like jump across, and there's this giant abyss below you, and you're going, how am I going to get from here to there? And I don't see how it's possible. And it is the something will come out from under you and you won't fall. And instead you'll fly. But it's that willingness to keep taking those steps and to keep trusting and sharing. And I mean, freaking yourself out with your boldness. It is the way. It is the way. It is. It is. It is. And I absolutely guarantee you that the people you will have the opportunity to serve as a magic maker, as a leader who takes a stand, as a woman on a mission, you will be brought to your knees daily at your luck and the joy that you feel in your heart for these people. You simply need to make that decision every day and make that commitment every day that you will continue. And you will be a smart businesswoman. Never apologize for being a smart businesswoman. Never feel bad for earning money. Never think that no one's going to be able to afford this thing. Or that, oh my gosh, if I price it at this, what do people say? Listen, and this is a lot of what I'm going to be, working with you all on in 2019. I'm just going to share some of this now. I shared it with some of my prep school players. The money that you charge for your offerings, y'all, take this into your heart. Okay, this is like Jenny Teacher right now. And thanks to Mike Michalowicz and his work with his book, Profit First. That money is not all yours. Okay, so if you're getting tripped up because you're like, well, I don't know if I could charge $2,000. I don't know. Girl, that 2,000 is not all yours. I hope you pay your taxes. Now, I also hope you're smart and you work with a great tax, like an accountant or CPA, so that you're being intelligent as a business owner to ensure that you're taking your deductions and that you're making investments and all that kind of thing. That's a conversation for another day. But that money is not all yours. A part goes to the government. You have expenses. You have your owner's draw, and then if you are really wise, you are also allocating some for your profit account. Okay, now that's not my system. That's Mike Michalowicz's system in Profit First. I am a convert of that book. I've been following that system for over a year now. It has changed my life. Okay, and so I don't get tripped up on the money part, because I know that when I give you an invitation to invest, you're not investing in me, you're investing in yourself. And I am doing you a favor by giving you the opportunity to invest in yourself. I am making you an exquisite invitation to transform on a deep level. I do this really well. This is what I've been called here to do. And so whatever I charge you, whatever you pay, oh my gosh, if you do the work, you will receive that many, 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 many times over in terms of a return on an investment. But that's on you to do that work. If you aren't willing to do the work when you sign up for something, then you really need to ask yourself, what's up? What are you holding yourself back from? Okay? When a coach, a guide invites you on a journey, you tune in and say, am I feeling excited about going on this journey? Am I also feeling a little bit scared, a little or a lot stretched? And do I know, am I tuned into this being the thing that is going to shift me into whatever my next realm is, whatever my next level is? That is the invitation of a lifetime. And I want to honor all of my coaches and teachers and guides who have helped me get to this point. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I would not be talking to you right now had I not been willing to invest way back when I was a newbie entrepreneur, and continue to make investments and moves and decisions to be supported so I can be the strongest leader I can for you, for this mission, for my community, for my family, for myself, for the world. That is, it's just the way. It's just the way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to announce the 2 winners of Take a Stand Prep School. I promised that I was going to announce 2 winners. And a few weeks back, I put a post up on social media. We invested a bit of money to promote that post through ads, Facebook ad, and I put it up on Instagram too. I mean, it was cool, and sent a lot of people freaking. I'm just pulling up something on my computer over here. A lot of people entered. They entered, and they were like, "Yep, I want that. Let's go. I want to do that. I want to do this." And it was really, really exciting to watch all of the applications come in. And it was very interesting as a leader to say, who actually shows up for the work? It's super easy to put your name in the hat and not do anything. It's super easy to sign up for something and not show up. I mean, anyone can do that. And I don't shame anybody if they do that. Sometimes, life gets in the way. But I want to honor so many of you for not allowing life to get in the way and really taking advantage of a massive opportunity. I drop opportunities in your lap all the time. A lot of the opportunities are free. And then I'm going to drop opportunities in your lap that require an investment. And wow, so many of you showed up. So I simply want to honor, there were a lot of you who showed up for the work. You did your post, you contributed, you helped each other out, all the things. You know who you are. If you showed up, you know who you are. I'm talking to you. I want to invite every single one of you into Magic Makers. I'm going to take you through a brief tour of that. But before I do that, I'm going to announce the 2 winners. Now, what the offer was, sign up here and then tag a friend. And if you win, you'll win a spot for you and a friend. And for a year of transformation in Magic Makers. My new program, Magic Makers, was the result of all the experiments I ran in 2018. And it just came through me so powerfully. As this year has been wrapping up, I made space and I said, this is what it is. Magic Makers, all of my clients in my brand new mastermind, which is called Take a Stand Mastermind, they all get a spot in Magic Makers. All my new students in our next round of Get Gutsy Coach Training School, they all get a spot in 1 year of Magic Makers, in addition to being in the mastermind or being in the coaching school. And we already have several women in Magic Makers because of those offerings, as well as some of my clients in this current round of Program Creatrix at the VIP level. They got a spot in Magic Makers. And it just became clear to me that the system that we use, the structure that we use in Intuitive Power, that foundational kind of framework was so incredible. And I want to create community and a really tight container to serve you as we travel through the wheel of the year together. That is what I will be doing in 2019. I have never done it in this way before. Magic Makers is brand new. Again, it's the result not only of the experiments that I've ran in 2018, but basically every experiment I've ever run in my entire life. And wow. Magic Makers, everyone who steps forward into Magic Makers, you all are going to get a spot at my other brand new thing that's happening in 2019, my brand new live event. It's called Take a Stand Live. It's happening over the full moon in May here in the Berkshires of Western Massachusetts. I live in one of the most extraordinary places in the entire world. It is powerful here. It's very creative. It's very beautiful. It is just an epic place, and I want you to come here. I want you to come here and experience it for yourself. I have signed the contract on a fantastic space for us to gather. It's a boutique hotel in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. It's a former men's haberdashery that has been expertly redesigned and restored. It's a boutique hotel, very charming, perfect for us. Perfect. I walked in, I was like, yes, I'll take it. So we're going to be gathering in May, and when you sign up for Magic Makers, you will get a spot at Take a Stand Live. You will also have the opportunity to hear from my clients in Take a Stand Mastermind as they share their heart with you. They are going to be speakers at Take a Stand Live. It is part of my mission to elevate the voices of women in my community, and those women in my mastermind will receive expert guidance and consulting from me as I help you claim what you are here to take a stand for in 2019 and beyond. And that's an extraordinary opportunity. If you would like to apply for my mastermind, I will put a link below this video. We just have a few spots left. I keep the group very, very tight because there's power in that close container. And there's also power in that it's a very premium experience and really unlike anything in the market, and for this round in particular, unlike anything I've ever offered before. So, that's Take a Stand Mastermind. I want you to know that I am still leading a mastermind. It's not called Glow anymore. It's Take a Stand Mastermind, and my clients will just shift on such a deep level, and you will have the opportunity to really step up and take the stage at this brand new event that I'll be leading in May. So I'm super pumped for that. And everybody, yes, Hotel on North, Gabrielle Senza, Gabrielle North, Gabrielle, she's here in the Berkshires too. And Hotel on North, it's called Hotel on North. It's perfect for us. It's perfect. The sleeping rooms are fantastic too. So if you come up and you want to stay at the hotel, you're just gonna love it. I walked into the rooms, I was like, are you kidding? Like, they're big, they're awesome. Like, the design is so on point. And they have this best boutique inside the hotel. It's called Dorian Ginger. You're gonna go crazy. I met one of the owners. I was like, So my people are going to love your shop. Okay. So just be prepared because they're going to buy things. They have the coolest stuff there. So good. Okay. So let me tell you who our two winners are. Let me tell you who our two winners are, and then I'm going to share the link to Magic Makers. We just opened the doors today. If you were on our wait list, you got an email with the link, with your hookup, as I said you would get, because you were smart and you followed my directions and you got your butt on the wait list. So make sure you check your inbox and go see that email because there's some really good stuff in there for you. So I want to, again, congratulate everyone for showing up. You are the ones. You are the ones. You are it. You are it. And I am so excited to continue what we've been working on together in 2019 and beyond. And I know that so many of you are going to join you for Magic Makers. And these two women are winning a full ride into Magic Makers. Y'all, Magic Makers, you're going to see it on the page. There's two pricing options. You can come in either at the $2,000 investment level or the $3,500 investment level. We have a regular and a VIP level. And we also do have a very, very generous, at this stage, we are offering a 12-part payment plan. It's going to blow your mind. You do get some pretty freaking off the hook bonuses when you pay in full. So when I share the page with you, you can check it all out. But these two women, I'm going to share their names. They get a full ride. And so this is an immense value. I just felt into my heart. And these were the names that I saw when I felt into my heart and I closed my eyes, and then I did some research and I did some digging and I listened to my own intuition and I said, okay, got it. Here we go. So I would like to congratulate, and I know she's here, Gabrielle Senza. Gabrielle Senza, you win a full ride, 1 year of transformation in Magic Makers, and your friend, and I don't know if I'm going to say her name correctly, so maybe spell it out phonetically for me, Tanyen Verkitis, you also win a full ride into Magic Makers. This is an emotional thing for me. These women are incredible. Gabrielle is an artist. I was inspired by her work. I didn't even know it was her work, but when I was starting to promote Take a Stand Prep School, I saw this really great piece of art in one of our local coffee shops called Fuel, and it was this tape. It looked like, tape from a crime scene, and it said, "Walk unafraid." And I was so taken by that. And there was this display in the back, and I was like, I took a picture and I put it out there, and one thing led to the next, and Gabrielle came in, and I was just so impressed by her shares and her energy and her enthusiasm and her work. She's met with the students from the Parkland tragedy that happened in Florida, the mass shooting. She's met with them. She's just done incredible work as an artist, as an activist, as someone who is here to make a really huge impact. And it would be my true honor to have you, Gabrielle, in Magic Makers, and to have your friend Tanyen. Again, if I'm saying her name incorrectly, I apologize. I've looked at Tanyen's work, and she is just doing some really powerful work in the nonprofit sector. And I felt into her energy and her heart. And I do truly believe that this year of transformation for both of these women will absolutely change their lives. And it will make our community a stronger, more dynamic place. And that is really important to me. And that is my mission as the leader of leaders in this community. So thank you and congratulations to Gabrielle Senza and Tanyen Verkitis. You all are the newest Magic Makers. What you can do, ladies, Miranda Merton is here. You're going to send an email to her at support@jennyfennig.com. Miranda, just put that email address in there, please. Support@jennyfennig.com. Miranda will let you know how you can claim your spot Again, you want it, it's yours. We would love to have you. And for everyone else, I want to help you too. You are my people. You are the ones that I get fired up to support every single day. You all just rock my freaking world, and I want you to come with me into Magic Makers. And then certainly for those of you who are called to be in my mastermind, I'm going to put a link for that in this chat as well. I'm going to give you a brief tour into Magic Makers. And Miranda, if you could also put in the link for Magic Makers in the comments. It's jennyfennig.com/magic. jennyfennig.com/magic. That's right. Miranda's got my back. And I want to give a shout out again to Miranda. I told her last night, I was like, thank you so much for understanding the way that my flow works. Not everyone can understand working with someone like me. My ideas, they come really intensely towards, the finish line. And she held me so beautifully through this, as did Raina Diane Hennon. And I said to her, this is how my magic works. And to be held by your support team who understands how your magic works. Elaine Wellman is also here. She's going to be working with us on Take a Stand Live this year. She's my incredible event and retreat manager. Elaine understands how my magic works, and that is the greatest gift that I can receive as a leader, is to have a team who understands how my magic works. Because I know not everyone can get this. Not everyone can support me in the way that I need to be supported. It has been a journey to get here. And if you're on my team or you've been a supporter of me in some way, thank you, thank you, thank you. So here's Magic Makers, y'all. jennyfennig.com/magic. I also want to tell you, we are going to be having some fantastic Magic Makers coaches on this journey with us. The invitations have gone out for our Magic Makers coaches, and we are in the process of confirming our coaches. We're going to have different coaches each season of Magic Makers. We are keeping enrollment open for 1 week. We will be closing the doors on Wednesday, December 19th. You'll see this countdown clock here. Magic Makers is for you if you are ready to supercharge your intuition, income, and impact. I want you here. I want you here. I'm going to give you the opportunity to cruise through the page. I basically am just bearing my soul to you through my letter, through the imagery, really through the invitation. So I'm just cruising through this now. I also have a call with my Creatrix crew coming up soon. But basically, this is the opportunity to remember that your body flows with the cycles of the moon. And once you get this, things get easier. You understand yourself more, you stop pushing so damn hard, and you simply show up and let things flow to you. Your business will grow. This is a program for business women, for spirit-led entrepreneurs, for creatrixes, for witchy women, for those of you who know you have something powerful to contribute to this world through the power of your sacred work. Your work is going to grow because you worked wiser, not harder, wiser. And your impact is going to grow because you listen to your intuition above anyone or anything else. Implementing the practices that I will teach you how to implement will transform the trajectory of your everything. Your everything. Mark my words on that. So y'all, Magic Makers is not a membership. You can't come in and out as you feel like it. This is a commitment to journey for a year with me and your fellow Magic Makers. There is a power in this. We will be traveling through the wheel of the year together. We will be honoring the seasons. We will be honoring the Sabbats. We will be honoring what it is to be a wild, wise creatrix who takes a stand for what you know is real and right in this world. And I, along with my team of wise coaches and the incredible women in this community, will travel alongside you during the duration of the program. You will not be going through this alone. And I know this is what you are craving. I also know what you need to make it as an entrepreneurial leader on a mission. Y'all have been on this road for a very long time. I know things. I have tried a lot. I have succeeded a lot. I have failed a lot. And I do not dance around the truth. And I am not afraid of your fears. I am not afraid of calling you out and lovingly calling you into the next level of your growth. So this is for you if you're ready to make massive impact in money from your magical work and to let it be easier than it is. We will be circling up around the energy of the moon and creating from a place of deep wisdom drawn from nature, each other, your intuition, and your supercharged energy. How is this feeling to you already? Let me know in the comments how you are feeling about the invitation, about the opportunity, about this energy that I am transmuting to you right now. I'm communicating my love for you and the love of this community and the opportunity through what I've made for you. That is the power of making something. And you all know this because you are makers. You are magic makers. So this is for you if you're gutsy, kind, mission-driven, generous, committed, wise, you're an action taker. It's not for you if you live in a land of excuses and quit at the first obstacle, if you're not willing to do the work, if you take more than you give, if you see roadblocks instead of workarounds, if you don't like being in a community of fellow leaders, if you're freaked out by growth and want to avoid it at any cost, and if you don't want to make money and use that money to make this world better, Magic Makers is not for you. So here's how it works. Again, we're together for a year. It's going to kick ass. And each season, we're going to travel through a new realm of your magical leadership. So in winter, our focus is you are the one you've been waiting for. In spring, our focus is take a stand. And that's where we're going to gather in person around Take a Stand Live. In the summer, our focus is becoming a power brand. And in the fall, tune in, do less, make more. This is a power circle for women. And this program begins in January. It lasts for 12 months. We have a bonus kickoff gathering next week, Thursday, December 20th, to honor the energy of winter solstice, which is also called Yule. And I have something really incredible planned for you on Thursday, December 20th. I am so pumped to bring this circle together for our first official gathering. And the first training will drop in early January after we take a nice kind of winter's breather. And you're going to be able to tune into these trainings that I give you each new moon. We will come together for a coaching circle at each full moon. Now, I don't want you to feel like, oh my God, this is a program that's going to overwhelm me with all this stuff. No, the power of Magic Makers is in its simplicity. You will not be overwhelmed with content because what you need is space to create what's inside of you. And that's what you will get here. Space, guidance, clarity, powerful energy. You'll be creating each lunar cycle. You'll be resting. You'll be honoring your boundaries. You'll be connecting with the most amazing women leaders. And I want you just to feel into the magic of where you're going to be at this time next year with Magic Makers in your life. It's going to blow you away. It's a virtual program with a twist. You've already heard me say that you will receive an invitation to come to my live event in May. It's not required that you come to that event. The travel expenses are additional and your responsibility, but get yourself here and you will never forget it. Oh my gosh, it's going to be incredible. So this is it, y'all. Why? This is the moment you've been waiting for. This is what your ancestors fought for. It's time, it's time, it's time, and you know it. So let me just give you a little overview. And then again, jennyfennick.com/magic. I am so pumped to welcome you in. We have everything. We have everything. Oh my gosh. And so again, we're keeping it, it's the beauties in its simplicity. You're going to get a fresh training every new moon to focus on during that lunar cycle. Community of leaders, a moon cycle magic tracker that's going to help you make these moves. And I'm going to guide you through how to use that and how to work it to your advantage. Meditations from me, a full moon coaching circle. And then the cool piece of this inside scoop is that I'm going to be popping into the Facebook group on the regular, just sharing what I'm seeing, sharing what's going on in my business, sharing a trend, sharing this piece of wisdom that I want you to know that will just keep you on that path, because I know that you have those days. I know that you have those moments where you're like, I can't do it. I'm feeling like giving up. This is too hard. And so I'm that person who's just guiding you along, guiding you along. Each moon, we are going to select a leader of the moon. And this woman will receive a hot prize and promotion to my audience. And that's something I'm really, really pumped about. And then each season will have rituals and some challenges that we're going to activate. And when you use these tools, you'll attract more abundance and ease into your world. It's basically going to be the coolest place ever. All right, you're going to get a ticket to Take a Stand Live. It's in May in the beautiful Berkshires of Massachusetts. Again, if you want to come to this as part of being in Magic Makers, plus you want to be in my mastermind and receive incredible one-on-one coaching and business consulting from me and a speaking spot, you can go to jennyfennig.com/mastermind. I am interviewing a few more women, and we already have some amazing confirmed, and I just know that whoever's meant to be in this circle will. And if you're feeling called and you're willing to stretch, invest, and take a stand, then you can apply. Now, we do have a VIP level, and it's coming at you now. I have just 15 spots at the VIP level. You're going to get 2 group VIP days online with me, where I will give you strategic guidance and offer you the space necessary to make course corrections and critical decisions. This is huge. Like, just that element is worth the upgrade into the VIP level. Okay, just that element. But you're going to get more. The magical gifts in your mailbox. Imagine opening your real mailbox and having some treasures in there throughout the year. You're also going to get that at the VIP level and a VIP ticket to the live event. You'll have a delicious lunch with me and the other women at the VIP level. Plus, you'll get hooked up with premium seating at that event, and it's an all-weekend event, and other fun surprises. So that's at the VIP. Tons of success stories on here. Just shout out to all of my people who I've worked with through the years. Hot bonuses. I mentioned the Solstice Soiree. I mentioned the Step into the Spot. Well, I'm mentioning it to you now. A training to help you manifest media coverage. A training to help you get better at making money. Who here wants to write a book? I have a training for you around that. It's very meaty. I've got meditations for you. We have this awesome portal where you're going to be able to stay organized. And then certainly when you pay in full, you're kind of going to go crazy for this. You're going to get a Magic Makers mug. We're creating brand new awesome mugs for our Magic Makers, and these will go to everyone who pays in full for this invitation, this opportunity. How kick-ass is this lunar calendar? Okay, it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And I stumbled upon an artist who makes these. And so we've let her know, okay, just get ready for a nice order because you're going to get one. You come in and you pay in full, I'm going to send you one of these calendars that will come directly from the artist. And I'm so pumped to give her the business and give you this calendar. Don't you see this beautiful loop? Okay, and then I'm going to be leading a cash flow clarity workshop in January to help you set your income goals, to help you get clear on how many people you want to help, through what offerings, and what is the clear path to get there. This is going to be huge, absolutely huge. And these bonuses are worth $1,200, and you get them at no additional cost when you pay in full. So here you go. We're just about to wrap up, and I got to get onto my program Creatrix call on my Creatrix crew. Thanks for your patience. Here we go. Regular level, $2,000 investment. Y'all, we're giving you a 12-month payment plan. All right. Oh my gosh. We just want to make it possible for you. Again, you want to go for the pay in full, you're going to get extra bonuses. If the payment plan is what you need to do right now, we have one for you. The VIP level, $3,500 for VIP for a year of transformation in this powerful collective, or 12 payments of $333. Okay, we have what you're looking for. We have what you're looking for. So all you got to do is click one of those buttons. Oh, and let me share with you, you don't even see this on the page. This will be the last thing I share, then I've got to run. The first 15 sales that come in for Magic Makers, I don't even have this on the sales page. I'm not going to add it to the sales page. I'm just telling you now. The first 15 sales of those who come in, invest in Magic Makers, I am going to deliver an oracle message to you. I'm going to give you an oracle reading. I'm going to choose a card from my favorite deck, and I'm going to create a message for you, and my team will send that over to you. And this will be the oracle that I have felt into for you. And maybe it'll be your oracle for all of 2019. Maybe it's for the first season of 2019. I don't know. But I am going to do that for the first 15 who come into Magic Makers. You are going to receive an oracle reading from me, and this will get delivered to you over the next few weeks. Okay, give me some time because we got a lot of things going on, the holidays and all that, but you're one of our first 15. Get ready. Get ready. I wonder what that oracle will be, and I'm so excited to see who I get to do that for. So Miranda, add that to Asana for me. That idea just came through. I was like, I want to do something for the first 15, and like, what is it? Like, it's that. Add that to Asana for me, like first 15 oracle reading, and then we'll just track those first 15, and that will go out. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I am so pumped to make magic with you in 2019. This is the time to supercharge your intuition, your income, and your impact. There's never been a better time. I am the person who is going to help you get there. And thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a leader. If you know you're in for Magic Makers, say so in the comments so I can celebrate you here. I just thank my lucky stars that I get to do this work, and then I get it to do it with you. Yes, Lorraine, you know what you can do, Lorraine? Lorraine, apply jennyfennick.com/mastermind. Okay, those of you who come into my mastermind, you get Magic Makers as a bonus. So the mastermind is incredible, Lorraine. We can connect on that one-on-one too. It's a massive value. It is an investment that is higher than Magic Makers because you just get a lot more, and you get one-on-one with me over a period of 6 months. So it's not really a comparison, but it's, oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So jennyfennick.com/mastermind, you can you can apply, get on my calendar, we can have a conversation, and I can share with you everything that is that opportunity. And for those of you coming into Magic Makers, jennyfennick.com/magic. All right. I love you all. Let me know if you're in. Let me know what questions you have. And I look forward to circling up with you on our Solstice Soiree, which will be our kickoff gathering, a bonus for all of you Magic Makers coming in now in December of 2018. Once the doors close, I don't see ourselves opening them again until maybe the springtime. And so if this is calling to you now, get yourself in and don't look back. All right, everybody, thanks so much. Congratulations to our winners, Gabrielle and Tanyen. And congratulations to everybody for being a leader, and for those of you coming into Magic Makers or Take a Stand Mastermind. I'm so pumped. I'm ready for you. Let's go. Bye, everybody. Congrats. I'll talk to you soon.